私は見境なしに人の心が読めてしまう気味の悪い化け物。
ありがとな。
Hey otakus, it's time to talk about things that cannot possibly happen in real life again. Today we're going to go over 10 anime where the antisocial or shy main character finds love. Let's go. Number 10, Welcome to NHK.
お店今人足りないから即決だったのに。やっぱり外に出て働くのが怖くなった。引きこもりだから。
First off, there are guys who act antisocial, and then there are guys who think they are forced to act antisocial because some evil organization is pulling strings in the background. Welcome to NHK belongs to the second category. Here we have one guy with both social and psychological issues trapped in his apartment bedroom, thinking everyone is forced to be antisocial by an evil organization called the NHK. But along comes a popular girl who pretty much slaps him and says, "Welcome to the real world, bro. There's no evil organization in here, you idiot." Welcome to NHK goes the usual route with the popular girl dragging the unpopular boy out of his social dilemma. But this time, we have a psychological elements mixing in. Even though I called our main character a psycho, don't worry about it too much because you're definitely going to fall in love with him. Number 9, The Great Passage.
こちら豆腐の味噌漬けです。さじですくってお召し上がりください。早速来てくれたんですね。
はっ。
We're all tired of teenagers and their romances, so how about something different? I know this doesn't follow the usual high school antisocial student, but it showcases its themes way better than the other anime on this list. Here, we have one guy in a dictionary editorial division who finally decides to quit, but he needs to assign his project to a new guy, and the closest one to match the role is the antisocial Mitsuya Majime. Now, our antisocial guy has to work in a workplace full of extroverts and learn how to slowly blend in. Like I said, he doesn't have all those high school shenanigans and the story is more slow-paced and relaxing, so if you're not into that, then this isn't for you. But if you want to take a break from high school romance anime, then this is the perfect show for you. Number 8, Watamote.
うん、わかった。自殺する。
いや、ちょっと待て。ちょっとうざかっただけで。まあ、あれだ。
Let's make another change. Usually it's the boy who gets antisocial and acts awkward around girls, so what if the genders were reversed and the girl does it? Here we have Tomoko Kuroki, who lives in the virtual world and thinks she's ready to conquer her first year in high school. But you know what they say? Life is way tougher for introverts. Soon she finds the way she should react to social situations is way different from the way she usually reacts to social situations. And one misunderstanding leads to another, and soon she becomes the weird girl in school. Watamote doesn't have romance like many other anime in this list, but if you follow the manga, you might find some interest romance. But rather than for romance, just go for the slice of life and Tomoko's cute and strange reactions. Number 7, Kotora-san.
コトーラ。
今度こそわかったでしょ。私は見境なしに人の心が読めてしまう気味の悪い化け物。
ありがとな。
Once again, let's get to the girl because we need to prove that boys aren't the only ones who are antisocial. Here we have a girl who can read everyone's minds. Now, this might look like a cool ability from the outside, but once you start reading everyone's minds, they think you are some creep. That's what happens to our poor Kurota-san. But there is one guy who thinks her ability is pretty cool. Does this guy like getting his thoughts explored? Or what kind of thoughts does this guy have? Well, those are not the questions you should be asking. All that matters is that Yoshita Manabe thinks our girl's ability is pretty cool and promises he won't leave her no matter what happens. Apart from the romance, this has some heavy drama, and get ready to shed some tears when our main character's sad backstory comes in. Number 6, Aoe Hana.
どうもお世話になりました。痴漢なんて足踏んつけてやればいいんですよ。はい。
First off, this is a Yuri story, so if that's not your type, then skip to the next. Are you still here? Then let me tell you, you're about to watch one of the best romance anime of all time. I mean, seriously, this handles all those first love and self-identity themes really well, and all the characters are portrayed in a realistic fashion. Here we have two girls, shy and soft-spoken Fumi Manojime, and the upfront and caring Akira Okudira. The two of them are childhood friends who drifted apart, but once they're reunited, they find the bond they had had is broken. Apart from what we've got, another popular senior who has his eyes on Fumi. How will this love triangle move on? Definitely not like other anime, because this show definitely needs some credit for its writing. If you love Yuri plus a well-written romance show, then here you go. Number 5, Dusk Maiden of Amnesia.
どうして私の考えてることが分かったんですか？やっぱりニーヤさんは霊感が鋭いんですね。
そうなのかもね。
やっぱりニーヤさんはすごいです。妖怪アンテナ。
Do you love ghosts? Okay, now, do you wish your girlfriend was a ghost? Well, do not fret, because anime has a little something in it for everyone, and Dusk Maiden Amnesia is definitely for those guys who have the ghost fetish. Here we have a ghost heading to the paranormal club of the school to find answers about her death. The premise clearly isn't paving way to the romance route, but as the series moves on, it adds a bit of romance here and there to make the overall story interesting. Dusk Maiden of Amnesia is like the X-Files, but with a cute anime girl that's a ghost taking the lead. Despite the romance, you'll also be attracted to this anime's almost eerie atmosphere, but don't worry, it isn't like Higurashi. You don't get the jump scares and crazy psycho waifus laughing at you. Number 4, Kimi ni Todoke.
おはよう。ほら、龍も。
What happens when the cute girl in the class looks like she is about to kill a person? This is the case with Saoko, who is dubbed as Saroko because her face looks like one of those scary titans on Attack on Titan. But in truth, Saoko is innocent and has a desperate urge to make friends as well as get close to Kazehaya, a cheerful, popular boy of the school. She plans to do this during the test of courage, and during that test, she not only plans to befriend Kazehaya, but also to make some new friends as well. Once again, it's the girl who is antisocial here, and compared to other anime, the art style and the production here is very simple. But that doesn't harm the anime in any way. It still knows how to present some great characters, plus an interesting story. Number 3, Tomozaki-kun.
人生はこれ以上ないくらいの神ゲーなのよ。友崎文也くん。いえ、ナナシ。私があなたにこのゲームのルールを一つ一つ教えていくから。
Here we have gaming involved. And once again, this is Japan using the every gamer is a lonely antisocial bastard trope again. This time our socially withdrawn boy is a gamer and our popular girl is a gamer as well. Birds of a feather flock together, right? Even if that pack of birds has a socially withdrawn one, this statement can't come true. So, a romance blossoms between our main couple, and together we get all that slice of life melodrama. If you've watched the anime Gamers, then this show is very similar to it. But this time, the characters feel more fleshed out instead of gaming. This focuses on how our main character overcomes this social dilemma. The anime finished airing its first season last year, so instead of waiting for season 2, it's time to go and read the manga. Number 2, 3D Kanojo.
キモいなんて言ってないでしょ。
言っただろう、今朝。俺に対する第一声で言っただろう、貴様。
覚えてない。
Now, don't ask how 3D girl can appear in a 2D anime because that clearly isn't possible. So why is our main girl called the 3D girl? Well, she acts like a real girl instead of a 2D girl that lives in the mind of our main character. I don't think I have to repeat the premise because it's all about a popular girl falling in love with the glass-wearing otaku. So let me speak about what's good. Most romance anime fail in delivering us the perfect couple. And by perfect, I don't mean another Mary Sue or Gary Sue, but a girl and a boy who actually connect because they have something in common. 3D Kanojo may not add anything new to the romance genre, but its romance is enough to keep you hooked through the entire show because it feels realistic compared to many other relationships in romance anime. Number 1, My Dress Up Darling.
すっごい。五条くんミシンできる人なの？
は？
だからミシンなんでできんの？洗濯で家庭科ないじゃん。
And here we have the best anime of 2021, and I don't care how many titles pop up in the future or how many record popular anime breaks, because My Dress Up Darling has the best waifu of all time. Well, except for Makima, who's gonna kill all of us in Chainsaw Man. Here we have one boy who loves dressing up dolls and sits at the back of class having an existential crisis. And Tomarin, the most cheerful girl in the school and the complete opposite of our antisocial introvert. She wants to cosplay, so one way or the other, she's going to force our boy to make some sweet dresses. Yes, this is one of those shy boys who fall in love with popular girl stories, but I think it conveys its themes and character arcs way better than any other show of the same niche.